What is up, you guys? It is Charlestopher here, back from a long little break between the last video I had, and I am sorry for that. I really, like I said in the last video, I'm totally focused on streaming now, and I need to spend more time on some YouTube videos, and maybe a little less time in streaming, I guess, because most of you guys don't really have the time to watch the stream. So I want to try and, make a put it in my little schedule that I got that is not very intense. Half my time I spend watching YouTube videos and Twitch TV and watching other streamers, and then half the time I spend actually, streaming myself. And this is not the main idea of my video today. I just want to tell you guys I'm sorry for not uploading consistently, because I know that's what you want to see. And that's my fault. This is take 2 of this commentary, since I haven't made one in a while. The first one kind of sucked, and it was kind of, just boring. So I want to make this a little interesting. So I'm just going to start out with a story. I don't want you guys to feel sympathetic for me. I don't want anything like that. I hate when, I used to be one of those people that wanted people to feel sympathetic. But now, things are past. They're not a big deal to me anymore. So, one person I really looked up to when I grew up, or growing up from 0 to 7, was my dad. And it was because he was really knowledgeable in a few different subjects, and I liked it. I liked that he's a jack of all trades. He knew a little bit about cars, knew a lot about cars actually, so that was a good thing for him. He knew, about sound systems and surround sound, and, he played video games, and that was cool. I liked that, I felt that, I could connect with him in that way, and, he knew just a little bit about everything. Business, sales. He's always been a salesman. He's good at sales for sure. And, I looked up to him because he knew a lot. And, he was one of those people that didn't really value his education very much, but he got a lot out of it. And some people are like that. They just suck in the information like a sponge. So, when I was about 7, my parents divorced, and when they divorced, my dad moved into a house across my little town I'm in, and, that wasn't a big deal. It was not even a mile away. And then eventually he moved, across the street from me for a couple years, and he was in the same town as me for, about 3-4 years, and, I still, I began to not really see him as a role model. I saw him less and less as a role model as, the years progressed. And we became less and less close to each other, and that's just kind of how it worked. And, after that, today we don't really talk that much, and it's not a big deal to me. He's got something that he's doing, I guess, and I guess that's how it works. Everybody's got their own life that they live, and I'll let him live his. I'm not gonna try and, interrupt anything he's doing. Just like, my mom lives her life, and I don't want to, get in her way. So I try and stay as much out of the way as I can. And, you guys might not do that, but that's just, how I live my life, and that's how I choose to live it. But, this isn't the main point of the video either. I'm still continuing on with the story. So, let me go here. So, after my dad became less of a role model, I still, I learned some stuff. I learned a lot of stuff from him. But I didn't learn everything I needed to know. So, I began to try and, connect with other family members that were male, obviously. It's really hard to connect with a female because females are just weird and they don't know what a male's life is. So, I wanted to try and find someone else to connect with. And so, I ended up connecting, bonding with my uncle a little more. I wasn't really close to him, and I became a little closer and closer to him over time. And finally, started to realize, wow, he is really, really smart, and I really value this. I wonder, like, what about him makes him the smart person he is today? Because I value intelligence. Not necessarily education, but I value intelligence. Um, so I started to, start looking up to him, and that's kind of what started getting me into technology. I played games as a little kid, but I wasn't really into the technology scene, and this is when, I started to become more involved in technology. I started to get interested in how computers work and what makes what work, and how programs are made, and what about a program changes what a computer does. And I learned a lot of this stuff over time, and this was inspired by my uncle because he's a very, very technological person, and he's very electrical. He's very intellectual in the area of technology, and he kind of got me going on it. And he's a very smart man himself, so I learned a little bit from him, and this kind of got me going in the path of the tech field and sciences, because he knows a lot in both of those areas. He's just, he's one of those guys that just knows a lot about a lot of stuff. And sure, you call him a know-it-all. A lot of people even call me a know-it-all, although I'm not in any way, shape, or form a know-it-all. Maybe I portray myself as one, but I'm not. I even consider myself a hypocrite at times, because the main idea of this video is to, inspire people to actually value education and learn from it. And, some people still might do that. I don't even value education as much as I should. Not nearly as much as I should. And, that's not a good thing. Hold on, let me take a drink of water here. 1 second. Okay. So, he really taught me to value, maybe not education, but to value intelligence. Because I always looked up to him just because of how smart he was. And, I realized, man, I would really like to know this stuff. Because he would tell me stories about, not stories, but he would tell me about how he read about different things in outer space and the new quantum computing, where computers instantaneously calculate things. So, like a quantum computer would instantaneously calculate a password. It wouldn't be, like brute force or any of those things that, they take a while to input each little different letter in to finally come up with a code that works. But it would instantly come up with an answer. And that was just amazing to me. And I was just like, wow, where do you find this? And, I started to, I learned how to research the web. I think that's the people's biggest problem, is they don't know how to research. A lot of people don't know how to research. And, you see, you can, at first, what I do, alright, this is going a little off topic, but I think this is important. What I do is I search very general, and then when I don't find something in the general location that's specific enough for me, I go more and more specific. And I'll finally find something eventually, after I finally search something very specific, depending on what it is. Sometimes you can just search general and find something, and that's easy. But then other times it's really difficult, and that's just how I research. And maybe if you're not very great at researching, you could try it, but it's up to you. It's up to you. We all do things in our own ways. So, after him like teaching me all these different things, and see, this another thing that he taught me. He talked to me about. He's not really teaching them to me. He's just kind of talking about him, because in my family, we've always been people to love to, just talk to people about things we've learned, or just anything, just talk, just to talk to people. And I seem to not be great at that at school, but I love talking to people and hanging out. And he told me about one time, there was it was a scientific thing where there was one particle, and then they shined a light on it, and then this particle appeared in another location, and the light was shining on it in the same direction, but in a totally other location that they didn't put it in. So it was like in two places, but it was one object in two places. So it was kind of insane. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. The things you can learn from the internet. And this brought on a whole new side of me. I was like, I really want to learn more now. I want to be intelligent like my uncle is. And that got me to finally, he told me about a few article websites where I could read different scientific and technological articles, and that actually helped me. I learned a lot from that stuff, and I still read into them today. And actually, bringing that up here, thinking about a new series. I don't know if you guys would be into this thing, but I was thinking, maybe you could make a series where I find articles online that are technological or gaming related, and talk about them in a YouTube video. So I could talk about the Steam Machine. There's an article about the Steam Machine. There's many different models of it, and I could talk about that in a series. Make that article of the week or something like that. And I would make it interesting, of course. It wouldn't be bland. So guys, what's up? This new Steam Machine came out. It's $1,000. And it sucks. Thank you guys for watching, and this is the article of the week. It wouldn't be like that. I would be like, alright, so, this system is, total, renovation. It's exactly like a PC, but for your living room, and I would go in depth. So, now that I've got off topic, the point is, we need to value our education so much more. There's so many kids that, they can't even go to school. And we're all these kids that go to school, and what we do, we go there to talk to our friends. We go there to hang out with our friends. And yeah, we gotta have our social lives. We gotta hang out with our friends and stuff. But we have to get that space where we can take school seriously and take it for what it is. I mean, we get it for free over here. Basically, tax money pays for it, obviously, but in other states, you gotta actually you gotta pay for your kids' schooling. Not all kids get their school for free, which is kind of insane to think about. We're sitting here getting our school for free and wish we didn't have to go, and there's other kids that would die to have our education, which was crazy. So the main point of this video and the main point of the story I've told is, all it takes is a little bit of 30 minutes out of a day. Just go look up an article or something, just to learn more. The more you know, the more you can talk about, and the more you can relate to real life and understand life more, even, maybe. But it really changes how you think when you can look up these things and just know. You don't even have to talk about them to people. You just know them, and then when someone brings it up, you can, you'll seem really intelligent when you're just like, oh yeah, I read about this the other day, and then you just, there you go, spurred into a conversation. But and we really need to strive to do well in school. I'm a slacker myself, and I should honestly try a lot harder, because I'm sure I could do way better than what I do now, and I don't, because I just don't try, and I really think I should. But I never really had the inspiration and determination to I've always wanted to do well in school, but I never really executed it and got it done. There's a few people I see at school, and I'm just like, man, I wish I could have the determination that they have to do well. And that's what I'm trying to give you guys, is I'm trying to help you guys to be determined to do well and to try and learn things. Because yeah, there's those people that you know, they say, alright, the labor work is the area for me, and I can understand that. You know, everybody has their place. Some people are gonna do labor work, and then there's gonna be there's just absolute geniuses out there that just know so much. And in no way am I a genius, but I would love to be. I'm one of those people that looks up to all these people that are just, I see these people at my school that are just so smart, and maybe they're book smart, and you know, book smart is different than just like smart, and I don't know, I think I'm smart in like specific areas. Like history probably wouldn't be one of my strong areas right at this point, dude. I think I uploaded this clip already, but oh my god, I went so clutch. But, you know, history isn't one of my strong subjects. But then we have science, which I've read so many articles about. And technology, you know, I guess you can consider that part of science. But, you know, that's another subject where I'm kind of stronger than all my other ones. But just try, guys. Like, yeah, it might be hard, but in the end, it is so worth it. If you want to be, like, successful and make good money and not have to put out so much work, then that's the way to go, guys. Like, I know I might be pushing it on you, but this would be so beneficial to you guys in the long run. I just want to thank you guys for watching, and look forward to another video. I'm going to try and upload more often. I hope you guys love this black screen right here, because I love it. It's nice to me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.